Hello everyone. I wanted to make this video from a long time because in this video I am here to talk about the best 2 years of my life, my experience in KV Missionary. I always aspired to join Kendriya Vidyalaya because I had some kind of attraction towards it. So when I joined it, it really changed my life. I remember my very first day in that school. I entered the school gate. I was very nervous. I thought that will I fit into this totally new environment, totally new people, a new classroom? Because since childhood I was in the same school where my father taught. So it was a very big shock, very big shift. We can we can term this as shock therapy. So then my journey in KV started, and I again say that this is the best 2 years of my life. So that day I entered my classroom, and there was a great hustle bustle. There was a chaos going on. My classmates were shouting, and I thought that let's see how will I manage to how will I manage to adjust here. Then suddenly the bell rang, and we went to the prayer hall, assembly hall, and then we sang for the first time I sang my prayer song, that's the anthem of Kendriya Vidyalaya, that is दया कर दान विद्या का हमें परमात्मा देना. So that was the most amazing thing, and that made me feel more connected towards my school. So there started, and I must say that teachers here were the best. And I am making this video today because tomorrow I am planning to visit my school, and because after result it will be my first time and after going to school. So I'm very much excited, and I am getting all those nostalgic thoughts. So I'll be attaching all the displaying all the photographs and videos which I get from my school life, so that you can feel more relevant. So I got one of the best teachers. My geography teacher, which was my class teacher, she was so sweet, and she was like a mother figure. She used to call me a rabbit. She used to hug me, pull my cheek. And my English teacher, she was someone who taught me the art of balancing. She taught me how to balance things, because I saw her clearing all our doubts, taking lectures, and then in the break time rushing to her quarter to feed her baby, and then she would again come to our classroom and she would again teach us. I saw her journey, I saw her hard work, how she balanced motherhood and teacherhood perfectly. So she taught me the art of balancing. My Hindi teacher, the sweetest one, I believe she was like a coconut. People only saw there were many people who only saw just the hard surface, her hard outer appearance. She was a bit strict. When you get close to her, when you really obey her, she is the best teacher. So thank you to that ma'am. She was the one who motivated me. You have to study hard. You have to score good marks. I want to see your name in the board of honor. I want you to become the head girl. So from each step she was there with me. Then I had two political teachers. First was Khushbu ma'am. She was also very good. And then Shumanka sir, who was like a brother, who taught me, who motivated me so much. Then talking about history sir, my first history sir was such a teacher who would make you feel so comfortable around him. So that was a thing. We had we never thought he was a sir. We thought he was like a friend to us. He was like a big brother to us. He would guide us. And then he got transferred, and then another teacher teacher came. He was also very good. He used to sing with guitar. He used to teach us with lots of funny PDFs and all. So that was a very good journey. Then there were many teachers. I had a very cute innocent librarian. Now, I used to spend hours in the library, and I was not just wasting my time. She used to talk so sweetly. She used to teach me about life. She used to teach me about books, and those were the best days. And I had a music teacher, Kamal sir. He used to, once I, dared to participate in a singing competition, not singing competition, group song. So I was also there in the group, and even though I sang really bad, really like crow, but he motivated me. But later on, I didn't participate in that. But that was the point from when we became really good friends, and he is really a very good sir. My PT teacher was one who always motivated me. He used to come in our class and tell us such motivating poems, such motivating stories. Each time during the PTM, he used to tell my father that she's doing really well and so on. So this was all a great thing going on. And the most important person, the most important presence in this journey, I would like to say, was my principal sir. I named him the lighthouse because I think he was the one who showed me the real path. He enlightened me, and I have never seen such a cool, such a friendly principal again. And I must say that wherever he'll go, he will make that place such a good place. There were times when I felt really very demotivated, and I never approached a person and told him or her about my situation, about my tensions. But he was the one who noticed me from the backstage, who noticed me from a distance, and he came to me, and he was like a therapist for me. Even till today, he motivates me. He, when I post something in the status, he would analyze that, and he would know that what was my intention behind this. So when I post something after getting sad or something, I don't know how, but he somehow realizes that, and he texts me that don't get sad, don't take your thoughts so seriously, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. So he is the best. I'll always try to be in contact with him no matter what, not only with him but all the teachers. And I can never forget about my school life. I had such annoying friends who used to pour water on my shirt, who used to fight a lot. I used to complain a lot. We used to share tiffins, and this was amazing. This was a magical phase. I don't have words to describe it. Whatever I have told you is just half of it. It's just the crust, not the crust. It's just the surface, and that's the crust of it. But the real feeling, the emotions, you can only feel when you are also there in that environment. So this was the best year. So I wanted to speak about this in this video, and I can see the video is going too long. It's been 9 minutes and 18 seconds. So I have lot more to say, but I'll post it in the next video whenever I go. And one more thing I want to share is that, what, my dream has come true, and probably I'll get to see it tomorrow, that I have my photo. I got my photo in my school's board of honor, and I told you about my Hindi ma'am who always wanted to see my photo there. So I'm very excited to see it. So wish me luck, and thank you, and please be always there with me to support me, and I hope that I will always be in contact with all my best gems of KV. And I also recommend you that at least for 2 years of